Hey, Revolution. Damn straight. I am one half of your new Wrestling Revolution Tag Team Champions.
Keep the heads ringing. Keep the heads ringing.
Yo, 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 yo. DLZ, alviman1, the gr8one behind us. And we're here to discuss the 2011 Royal Rumble coming up live next Sunday from Boston, Massachusetts. And believe it or not, there are only 3 matches as of right now. They're probably going to throw together some matches later on in the week, but we're going to give you what we got. The first matchup that we're going to start with is Edge versus Dolph Ziggler for the World Heavyweight title. All right, what do y'all think?
Not that I don't like Edge, but I hope Dolph Ziggler wins. At least there'll be somebody new in the title picture. I said the same thing when The Miz came out and beat the hell out of Randy. Well, okay, no, let me back that up. When The Miz came out and pinned Randy Orton after the Nexus beat the hell out of him.
Yeah. Let's see, Edge and Dolph Ziggler. I think.
But Edge will probably win.
Yeah, I could see Edge actually going to WrestleMania. I could see Dolph becoming champion maybe by like the summer months or something. Maybe during the summertime when not much is going on and titles don't really matter then. You know, titles don't even matter that much nowadays to begin with anyway. But I could see Edge beating Dolph Ziggler and Dolph Ziggler maybe doing something where maybe he'll enter the Royal Rumble. Kind of like the one year when Big Show, Kurt Angle, and JBL had a triple threat match. And you remember, I think Kurt Angle lost and then he stole some guy's number and he entered the Royal Rumble anyway. They could do something like that.
Yeah, if I remember, JBL beat both of them.
Yeah, JBL beat both of them and then that was kind of it with that. My prediction is I think Edge is going to win and he's going to WrestleMania. Matt, what do you think?
I don't like this matchup. I think it's kind of stupid. It's too early for Dolph Ziggler. You know?
All right.
I disagree with the fact that it's too early, but
yeah, he's not ready.
SmackDown doesn't really have anybody else that anybody wants to see in the title picture.
Yeah, at least as of yet.
But if you're gonna do this, leave Vicky Guerrero the hell out of it.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, then she's gonna be all up in that shit and being, "Excuse me, shut the fuck up."
That's what she does.
Good
but she
point.
does need to shut up. But then again, so does Michael Cole.
Yeah. And let's see. Okay, next match, The Miz versus Randy Orton. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to see this. I know Randy Orton has to get his rematch and all that bullshit because Miz cashed in and Randy Orton got the mess beat out of him a couple months ago. But I called it right there. I told you all that like Miz at some point was going to win the WWE Championship and on a.
Well, it was kind of a given because he had the Money in the Bank from Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
And I mean, anybody who's ever had a Money in the Bank contract has won and become a champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact that we got Randy Orton, which Randy Orton, I don't really care for Randy fucking Orton at this point.
I just don't care who wins because it's not a match I'm interested to see.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and call Randy Orton just because I have a hard time seeing The Miz going to Mania. Then again, if Michael Cole's at ringside, we could see The Miz going on to WrestleMania.
Yeah. I don't know about WrestleMania, but
or at least to
Elimination Chamber, I can see him going to that.
Well, he'll be there whether he's the champion or not.
Yeah. My prediction is I think Miz is going to win either by disqualification or dirty. He's not going to win this match cleanly. Let's get that straight now.
That ain't going to happen.
Edge is not going to win the match cleanly either. Vicky Guerrero is going to play some type of interference role. I bet that'll end up inadvertently costing Dolph Ziggler.
She'll probably try and show her boobs and blind Edge.
Yeah, or Dolph Ziggler inadvertently.
Yeah.
Or Dolph Ziggler inadvertently.
Yep. And then we have the 40, yes, you heard me right, 40-man Royal Rumble. As of now, let me see. There are only 25 participants in this as we speak. Mostly mid-carders and low-card guys and a couple main event guys that have already won Royal Rumbles and titles and shit like that. I do expect some surprises to be along the way. Like we might see Hacksaw Jim Duggan, maybe the Iron Sheik. You know how WWE likes to throw surprises of old guys at us during this time of year. They'll have a couple of those guys come
Yeah,
back. And,
Sheik's still alive.
yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
God, he's like, what? He's older than Hogan.
Yeah.
He may actually be older than Flair.
I don't think so, actually.
That's the point. I don't think anybody's older than Flair.
And by the way, I'd like to wish a happy birthday to Wrestling Revolution site founder, The Block. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, dude. Who is going to win the Royal Rumble? Sadly, as much as I hate to say this, he will probably mark out when I say this, but Triple H or John Cena are the two people I could see from Raw winning the Royal Rumble.
My pick is if Triple H is going to show up, now's the time. And I'm going to pick Triple H to win it because, I mean, let's look back. In the last two Rumbles, you had Cena come back from injury and he won. The next one, Edge came back from injury and he won.
Yeah.
So I gotta go with Helmsley.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. Much as I hate Cena,
I could see him, sadly, winning this whole fucking thing.
Sadly, since he is the face of the WWE.
Yeah, but he's got this whole thing with fucking Punk and his stupid little band of Nexus.
They could finish.
They'll still be in.
Or what's left of them.
You know, Punk and the Nexus are going to end up all being in the Rumble because they got nothing else going right now.
Yeah, they're not going to do.
That's the thing. They'll go back and forth with that, and he probably won't win. Neither will Punk. Like I said, probably Triple H.
What I'd like to see is Triple H come back, but Sheamus eliminate him. This Triple H Sheamus thing does not need the title. It doesn't. Why are you looking at me like that?
Sheamus eliminated. What?
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
You're talking about Sheamus eliminated.
Child, let me explain my theory because I could work for WWE Creative. I have a fucking brain, unlike the most of these other people.
Oh, like Vince Russo.
Yeah, I have a fucking brain, unlike the Raw writers and shit like that. Okay, so what they could do. Triple H comes back. He cleans house. Sheamus, they get to the Final Four. Sheamus eliminates him, and then Triple H comes back and eliminates Sheamus. You get where I'm going? This feud...
Oh, kind of like Austin back in '97.
Yeah, with Brett. That's how it would be. This does not need the world title.
Actually, that's not a bad thought. I like the way that would go because then Triple H doesn't have to be in the title picture, at least not right away. And I agree with you on the point that he doesn't really need to be in the title picture. Yeah. But I'd like to just see him come back just so that he's back.
There's another theory. I was thinking about it. They could actually have Morrison win and then have him face Miz at the Rumble.
Mania. Yes.
That's what I meant.
They could do that. They could do...
That would be kind of cool.
They could, but I doubt that Morrison will. I mean, it'd be cool if he did, but I don't think they're going to have Morrison go to Mania.
They're not going to have Morrison get above Cena, basically. It's just not happening. I mean, Cena also, speaking of guys who don't need the title, Cena does not need the world fucking title at all. This guy, how many times has he won it? 9 times, I think?
8, 9, some shit like that.
Right around 9, 10
Yeah,
times?
like 9 times.
Yeah. Cena does not need the world fucking title at all. Expect to see maybe Batista come back in this Rumble.
God, no. Please no.
Chris Jericho, I know, is not. Chris Jericho's not going to be back.
Jericho would be cool.
Yeah, he's not going to be back. There are rumors going around saying they might bring back Kevin Nash. I've heard some crazy shit. Kevin Nash.
I don't know about that.
Kevin Nash. Yeah.
He's not working with the TNA anymore. What last I heard.
Yeah. Last we heard, but we don't know.
Then again, I don't really care because I've stopped watching TNA.
Yeah, there is rumors saying that they might bring back Nash to win the Rumble and feud with Taker some way at WrestleMania, but I don't believe that bullshit. I think if anybody's going to face Undertaker at WrestleMania, give Wade Barrett a chance, even though we know he's not going to end the streak. It's just not going to happen.
It'd be cool to see at the Rumble, and I'm pretty sure it probably won't happen, but it'd be cool to see Sting come in and win the Rumble. I'm sure Sting's probably not coming to the WWE, but if he was going to, this would be a great opportunity to have him come in and win the Rumble and then face Taker at Mania, because how many people would love to see Sting versus Taker?
Taker doesn't have a... Well, okay, it wouldn't kind of make sense. Taker would have to win the belt at Elimination Chamber, but yeah, I could see where you're going with that.
I'm not even saying for a title match, just because, Taker's
Sting
undefeated at Mania.
Sting wins the Rumble, and he gets
a
title shot. So, see, they'd have to put the belt on Taker, but...
That's true.
I don't think they're going to do that.
That'd be double jeopardy for Taker. That'd be a belt and the undefeated streak, and they're not going to go for both of them.
Yeah, not at this day and age anyway, because let's face it, you don't have too much time left in regards to The Undertaker, sadly enough. Although I wish they would keep Taker around for another few years. It ain't happening. I see Taker going out maybe 22, 23-0 at WrestleMania if they're going to keep him around that long, but that's about it. If anything, I think Cena should be Taker's last WrestleMania opponent. But my prediction for the Royal Rumble, at least from Raw, would have to be Triple H and Cena. And then from SmackDown, we got to talk about them. Let's see, from SmackDown, who could win it?
Well,
Alberto
since
Del.
Edge is in the title match, so that takes Edge out of the picture.
Yeah.
I could see.
I could
see
see
Kane maybe doing it. Alberto Del Rio, perhaps.
Yeah. I would have to say maybe Alberto Del Rio would be a likely choice to face Edge. I mean, they've been pushing the guy to the fucking moon. He had an awesome feud with Rey Mysterio. It was a great, great feud that they had. I mean, it was great matches.
They have some good matches. That's true.
Alberto was giving you a taste of what Lucha Libre can be like, but you have to remember the style in WWE is very, very slow. You know, the way these guys wrestle nowadays. But my pick overall, sadly, as much as I hate to say this, Cena faces The Miz or whoever at Mania. I'm praying to God, WWE, don't give us Cena versus Orton at Mania. Don't do it. If you have to do it and get it out of the way. But we don't want to see a series made out of it. Please don't do it.
As much as I do like Cena Orton, or much as I like Randy Orton, I don't want to see him versus Cena at Mania.
Yeah.
Because that would almost be worse than Cena versus Batista at WrestleMania last year.
Yeah.
I didn't even really watch that match. Actually, none of us watched
did
that match.
I don't even think we paid attention at all. We were like, oh, look, he tapped out. Look at that. Yeah, okay, great. Cool. Awesome. And we said...
I was still throwing up after the icky burrito splash. That was...
Speaking of WrestleMania, I know we said that all three of us were going to go to WrestleMania, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of glad I'm not going to this year's WrestleMania, truthfully. It doesn't look good, guys. It really doesn't. 40-man Royal Rumble. Cena could go to WrestleMania. Miz could face him at Mania and just get buried to Cena. On top of that, you could see these angles go on and on and on and on and on and last forever, which is what WWE likes to do anyway. They like to do 6-month-long angles. It's just how they are. But
they need to cut that shit out.
Yeah.
And I tell you something. I like The Miz, but it's getting harder and harder to stay on The Miz's bandwagon because he's got this little
bitch
ass clown, Michael Cole, who is the world's biggest tool.
Yeah.
Just all on his junk. It's bad enough that Michael Cole says vintage every 10 seconds.
You know what's going to be fucked up? If Jerry Lawler actually enters the Royal Rumble and makes it to the final fucking four. That would be a little shit.
That'd be kind of interesting, though.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think if they had Jerry Lawler win the Royal Rumble, it would kill the fucking wrestling business. It would be worse than...
Oh, no, I'm not saying he should win it. I'm just saying it'd be interesting if he made the Final Four.
If he could make the Final Four and have Michael Cole eliminate him, that might give me a fucking reason to care about Michael Cole somewhat, because I'd like to kind of see Jerry Lawler...
Just don't tell me Michael Cole's going to be in the freaking Rumble.
I pray to God he's not.
That would be stupid.
And if he is, I just hope that somebody beats the holy hell out of him.
Yep. But
so
overall...
at least I get a laugh at him.
Yeah.
Not that I don't anyway.
Overall, I can't make a true prediction as to who's going to win the Royal Rumble, but I've got 3 guys. Alberto Del Rio. Actually, I've got 4. Alberto, Morrison, Triple H, and Cena are my picks to win this whole entire thing.
Let's be serious, guys. We all know what's going to happen at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Zack Ryder's going to be the Royal Rumble winner. He's going to go on to Mania and become the World Heavyweight Champion. I can't even say that with a straight face.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, I'm predicting that if Triple H is coming back, it's going to be Triple H.
Yep.
That's and if not him, then I'd have to go with Alberto Del Rio just because I don't want to see Cena win.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. Do something new, WWE. Don't have Triple H or Cena win this. That's what we're trying to tell you. He's a Triple H mark, and he can admit that shit.
Yeah.
It's true. I am. And my boy Shawn Michaels going into the Hall of Fame. One of the only reasons I really want to watch WrestleMania is because of that.
It's too early, for fuck's sake, to induct Shawn Michaels in the...
No, it's not. The guy is a legend. Greatest wrestler ever. Screw Ric Flair, by the way. He's good, but Shawn Michaels is better.
I would agree with that.
Speaking of him, he needs to just fucking
he needs to go away and die now. He's like ancient.
God, you guys are being harsh. I wouldn't say he needs to die, but I would say...
Dude wrestled with the dinosaurs back in the day.
Fucking retired. Be done.
I'm not saying he needs to die. He just needs to go away.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan...
You're like a fucking overripe tomato.
Hulk Hogan, bruh, in case you're wondering, same thing applies to you. We were
Yes.
supporting you when we were supporting you when it was NWO all the way for life, bro. But let's face it,
That was up until the point where everybody and their mother was a member of the NWO.
Yeah.
by 1997 we were sick of you, and now we don't want to see you anymore.
Wow.
You need to get it straight, dude. A lot of the wrestling fans, Hogan, Flair, Russo, Dixie, a lot of you Nimrods running TNA, the wrestling fans don't want to see anymore. Point blank.
I do like Jeff Hardy's new title, and I saw it on a commercial. His new belt. I don't know. It's just an interesting new concept. I don't watch TNA, so it's really. I'm just saying. I thought that was what.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm just saying. I think it's an interesting. I mean, I was wondering if there was ever going to be anybody else who was allowed to design a belt like John Cena was, and obviously Jeff Hardy was that person. I don't know if I'd have selected Jeff Hardy as the person to do it, but
By the way, Hardy's going to jail, sons of bitches. Expect that to happen. Fucking drug addict. But what do you expect?
oh come on, how many drug addicts were there in DX?
Man,
At least 3.
It was a shitload. The Outlaws, let's see, X-Pac,
Pac.
Scott Hall's an alcoholic with the
He
company.
was never in
keeps.
DX.
No, but I'm talking about like references to the Click and shit.
Oh, references to the Click. Well, yeah.
Shawn Michaels, I know, used to be on pills and shit too back in the
Well,
day.
yeah, but he had a serious back problem.
No, that wasn't it. It was before the back problem. He was on
Well, that's
pills.
true too.
All that
He
bullshit.
was on before that, so yeah.
All right, guys, we got off topic. We're just rambling about shit, but those are
Yeah.
our predictions and shit, and we will catch you guys next Sunday live from their house.
Yeah. Yes.
Peace
Yep.
out.
Peace.